welcome. Write words that are connected to airports. Words that are connected to airports. Any word. Airplane, steward. Yeah, you could say steward, or you could say flight assistant. Flight assistant is another word for steward. Gateway. Ooh, good. Yes. Hostess. Simone. Very good. You can say hostess. Okay. A lot of words for it. Good. You can also say, so instead of gateway, I would just say gate. But we're going to look at that later. Good. Exactly. Any other ones? For example, the piece of paper that they give you a piece of paper. Actually, now it's maybe a QR code on your phone. What's that piece of paper? What's it? Documents? You need documents. You can't just travel like that. Oh, I want to travel here. You need papers. You need documents. What do you need? Good. Yes, very good. Awesome. So visum, you could say visa. Good. Jana, visa. So you just could write it. Visum, I think it's in German, but we say visa. Hello, Sanya. Welcome. Tickets. Casa. Ooh, interesting, Marcello. Very good. Yes, all these, of course. Security, you need to go through. They need to keep you safe. They need to make sure that everyone is safe. Customs, very good, where you have to declare some things. Good. Great words. Now, what do you travel just with your normal clothes? Oh, yes, Gigi got it, a suitcase. You carry your suitcase. You take boarding pass, great piece of paper. The ticket and the boarding pass, right? One is general, one is specific. Good, you need your boarding pass so that you can fly. You need to fly, but you can't just say, oh, that's my plane, I need to go. No, you have to show that you are the person that you say you are. And you need to show that you went through the process. So we're going to talk a lot about all of this. Luggage, yes. Rosanna, you do need time. You need a lot of time. You need to arrive at the airport early, not on time exactly. Your flight, if your flight leaves at 2, you can't arrive at 2. You have to arrive early. Passport control. Yes, passport. So make sure you write the passport like this. Passport control. Yep. Or you could say immigration is also another word for that. So let's continue here with our lesson. Now, I like questions that are, have you ever? So when you say, have you ever, let me show you here in my board, have you ever? People are asking me, why not did you fly? Have you ever? This is a question right here. So let's look at this. This is the timeline. This is the timeline. You can see here. Okay, do you like my lights, my Christmas lights here? So this is now, and this is the past. If you say, have you ever, you're asking about any time in the past. Ever, all the past. Have you ever flown? You can answer this right here. Have you ever flown? That means any time in the past. Did you fly? Did you fly a week ago? Did you fly a month ago? Did you fly 10 years ago? The time is not important. It's ever. A lot of people have, some people haven't. No problem if you haven't. Maybe in the future. So I'll ask you another question here. So have you ever flown? Have you ever eaten? So many times, if you use the have you ever, you have an N at the end. Have you ever? Here, have you ever? And then typically here you have an N. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to America? I'm from America. Have you ever been to America? Yes. Okay. So Gigi, I have flown a couple of times before. Great sentence. So make sure that you write full sentences like Gigi. So 2 points for Gigi. Very good, everyone. Great. So have you ever flown? I've flown many times, and I like flying. So when you take a plane, when you go on a plane and you travel by plane, Sometimes we just say fly. I like flying. Or you could say travel by airplane. Have you ever flown? Most people said yes. Here, next one, I travel by plane. So here you can answer the right one. How often do you travel by airplane? So you see, you can say, I travel by airplane all the time. That means very often, all the time, every month or a few times a year. Once a year, or Sanya says once a year or once in a while. Once in a while means not frequently, but maybe once a year, twice a year, once in a while, once every few years. Okay, so how often do you travel by airplane? Now, I used to travel all by airplane all the time. Now, I don't travel by airplane as much as I used to. I traveled by airplane a few months ago. I traveled to Mexico. But now I live in Europe. And one of the good things about Europe is that you can travel by train to a lot of countries. You can travel by bus. Everything is close. You can travel by BlaBlaCar. I love BlaBlaCar. Have you ever traveled using BlaBlaCar or by shared rides or shared cars? So yeah, basically you go to the app and you say, oh, I'm in Prague. I want to go to Berlin. I check the app. Let's see who's traveling there today. Ooh, who's traveling there today? So then you do it. Perfect, everyone. So you just check it and then you go. So that's awesome. So here, let's publish. So most people in the chat travel by airplane once in a while. So not all the time. Like business travelers, they travel all the time, every week. Most people travel once in a while. So let's continue. So that's how often you do that. And next one. Now here, this is very important. Do you like or do you dislike flying? I want to know. I want to know. So let's do that one. You can choose which one. Now, this girl loves flying. She likes flying a lot. Why does she like flying? Because for her, it's exciting. She loves the feeling of being in the air. She loves all the people in airports, and she loves to see people. She's a very famous, she's a famous blogger. And she likes to go to airports and she likes to watch people. So Yana says, I like flying because it's faster than other means. You are right, Yana. It's much faster. Of course, for long distances, it's much faster. Because if for example, you're in London and you want to fly to the Czech Republic, for example, by train or by bus, it will take you a long time. But if you take a flight, you can arrive in Prague in less than maybe 2 hours, an hour and a half. So it is very practical. So let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. Everyone likes flying. Everyone likes flying. I'm happy that everyone likes flying because some people don't like flying. I have some students in my Zoom classes and I talked to them. I asked them, hey, some of them were scared. They were very scared of flying. But I told them, hey, it's very safe. They think, oh, the plane will crash. And I tell them, no. The chances, the probabilities of an airplane crashing are very low. It seems scary because you're flying thousands of meters above the ground. So it sounds scary. But the reality is that it's very safe. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the safety. But everyone likes flying, so that's great. Now, this is another question that I want to know from you guys. Have you ever had a delayed flight? So let me explain this one. you know what late is. Late. So here, if you look at the question, have you ever, again here, like I told you, any time in the past, any time, 1 month ago, 1 year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, ever, any time in the past, general past, have you ever had a delayed flight? Now, delayed flight is when the flight is late. But we say delayed flight. It's, for example, let's say your flight is at 2 o'clock. You arrive at the airport 3 hours early. And you're ready to fly, and they tell you, sorry, the flight will take off at 10 o'clock. And you're like, hey, I need to be at my destination earlier than that. I have some things to do. They say, sorry, the flight is delayed. We can't do anything about it. We have problems with the airports, the staff, the airline assistants, the stewards, the captains, the pilots. So they delay the flights and you have to wait at the airport. Now, let's see. Have you ever had a delayed flight? And if so, how did you feel? Hello, Aiden. Welcome, Aiden. So Sonia has never had a delayed flight. Wow, you're very lucky. So most people have never had. Oh, wow, you're so lucky. You are so lucky that you have never had a delayed flight. You've never had it. Most people said never have. Wow. Maybe sometimes a little bit late. Tuomo, hi Tuomo, welcome. So sometimes the flight is a little bit late. So if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it's okay. It's normal. But if it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I think that would be a problem. So since no one has had a delayed flight, let me ask you a question. How would you feel? How would you feel? So here I'm going to edit this question. So if I had a delayed flight, I would feel, okay, I would feel upset, which is, I'm going to explain this one. And good. So here, let me show you this question. This question is amazing. This one. If I had a delayed flight, so that's a second conditional. If I had, it's your imagination. If I had a delayed flight. So let's look at this one. Let's look at the grammar. And then you would tell me how you feel. So you can answer this. And I'm also going to explain the grammar. Yesterday, I asked you guys to tell me what you wanted to learn. What you wanted to learn. Let's get this right here. And let's bring the board. So this is a second conditional. So we're going to get our markers. Now, if it's if plus past plus would plus infinitive. Now, what does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? This, if I had, let's say, $1 million. $1 million, I would buy a house. I would buy a house. Now here, the infinitive, blue, is here. And the last one, which, let's see, let's do it in red. The past is here. If I had, now tell everyone, if I had a delayed flight, I would feel. So Aiden is asking, what's your name? My name is David. I am David, your teacher, your favorite teacher. And I'm from the United States, the USA. I'm from the US. And so tell me, everyone here, how would you feel? How would you feel if you had past If you had a delayed flight. If I had a delayed flight, I would feel, I would feel upset. People would feel upset. Indifferent. Upset is you don't feel good. You're upset. Not really angry, but you don't feel good. You feel bad. Let down. Maybe a little bit sad. So it's just general bad. I would feel bad. Indifferent means you don't care. No problem. I can read. I can watch Netflix on my tablet. I don't care. Indifferent. Indifferent. Frustrated. I need to go there. I need to go there. I am frustrated. I don't want to wait. I don't want to stay at the airport. I need to fly. Angry is when you are very angry and you want to, like, oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. But don't be scared. I'm very friendly and I'm almost never angry. I had some angry teachers when I was in school and I was very scared. But don't be scared. I'm not angry. I was just showing you. So 62% of the chat would be angry. Would be angry if they had a delayed flight. And that's understandable because waiting is not a good thing. So you see in the, what is the man, how do you think he feels? How does this man feel in the picture? How do you think he feels? He's a traveler. He has his backpack. And his flight is delayed. He has a delayed flight. Oh, hello, Ahmed from Tunisia. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Very good, everyone. So make sure you write me some comments here. How do you think this man feels? How does he feel? He feels exhausted, Gigi. Very good. Exhausted is a great word. I'm going to write it here for you. Exhausted means very tired. He's very tired. Because flying is very tiring. It's very. Now, Gigi said a great word. Exhausted. Exhausted. Very tired. He's very exhausted. Simone, very good. Tired. So exhausted means very tired. Any other words? Bored. Yes, Jana, very good. Bored. Because if you have a good book and you like coffee, you can sit at the airport. I like coffee. I like coffee. Very nice. Cheers, everyone. So if you like coffee and you like reading, like I do, airport, you can go to the lounge, you can sit back, drink coffee, and read. If you have a tablet, you can watch movies. I like watching movies. I love watching movies. But if you don't have a tablet, if you don't have a good book, you can be bored. You can be tense as well. Tense is when you're not relaxed. Relaxed is like this. Oh, I'm relaxed. But tense is when you're not relaxed. You're nervous, maybe. That makes you tense. So a lot of people can be tense at the airport. But it's important to relax. Right? So these are great words of how people feel when they've had a delayed flight. So no one has had a delayed flight, but you would feel angry. All right, everyone, what do we see in the picture? Write me in the chat. What do you see here? With some information. It's a real ticket, guys. It's a ticket, good. What type of ticket? So ticket is very general. You can have a concert ticket. You can have a bus ticket. But it's a specific type of, look at, it's in red. Boarding ticket, Gigi, good. It can be a boarding ticket or a boarding. What's the second word? Look at the top in the red section. Red section. It's a boarding. So a ticket is very general. So the ticket, you can print the ticket at home, but then you need to get another. Yes. Good job, Gigi. So it is. And where's Istanbul? Where's Istanbul? I know where Istanbul is, but Maybe some people in the chat don't know where Istanbul is. Where is Istanbul? Yes, good, Sanya. Yes, how you doing? Welcome. Yes, Turkey. Marcello says, if I had a delayed flight, I would be very angry. Yes, Marcello, 2 points for you. Great sentence. Full sentence, you get 2 points. So I would feel very angry too. Now, it's saying says it's flying. Is it flying from Istanbul or is it flying to Istanbul? So I don't understand. Tell me, look at the ticket and tell me, is it flying to Istanbul, right? Or is it flying from Istanbul to the destination, or is it the origin? Oh, it's the capital of Turkey. Oh, is it the capital of Turkey? I'm not sure. Someone said it was a different one. Ooh, maybe from Istanbul. Look on the right side of the ticket. Oh, it's flying to Maria. Very good. So it's flying to Istanbul. Where is this person flying from? So from and to is the destination. From is the point of departure. Sanya says Ankara is the capital of Turkey. Yes, that's right. It's interesting. Very good. Thank you, Sanya, for letting everyone know in the chat. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, maybe it's very small. Maybe it's very small. But the important thing here to know is that it's a boarding pass, right? It's a boarding pass for a flight that is going from Vienna. Where's Vienna? Tell me, everyone, where is Vienna? Vienna to Istanbul. Istanbul is in Turkey. Where is Vienna? Where's Vienna? Tell everyone. So this person has a flight. And here we have some information. Yes, very good, Sanya. From Austria. What is the boarding time? So look at the picture and tell me the boarding time. Hopefully you can see it. Yes, Marcello, correct. So here you can see the boarding time. So boarding means when you go on the plane. People get confused because they think boarding time is when the plane takes off. No, boarding time is when you go on the plane. Very good. 6:10. The boarding time is 6:10. You can see it in the center of the ticket, Istanbul, and the boarding time is 6:10. Now, what gate? 6:10. That's right, Maria. Very good. What gate? So gate is like we'll look at it in a little bit right here, but what gate is it? Can you see it in the ticket? 13A. That's the seat. That's the seat. 13A. But it's the other one on the other side. Can anyone see it? It is, that's the group C. So D22, very good. Very good, Gigi. Very good, Simone. D22, so groups, it's group A goes first, then group B, then group C. That's when the boarding, they go by groups. Some groups go first, depending on what tickets you have. All right, so here, let's see everyone. So I'm going to show you this. What is this? What is this? What is this? So I'm blocking but you can see, what is this? Look at it. I'm going to show you. So this one is very nice. Very nice. Look at the back. You have the moon. Look at here. Oh, the cactus. Cactus pictures. Ooh, look at the bears. Yes, good, everyone. Look at the bears. Look at the eagle. The eagle and the mountains. I like my passport. It's very nice. The Statue of Liberty. The French people gave us, the ships. Look at these ships. Ooh, it's not Mexican. It's not Mexican. It is, from what country is it? Yes, from America. It's from America. So you see, what I like about this is that it has a lot of very nice pictures. I love pictures. Look at this. The bell, the Congress in Philadelphia. So this is my passport. If I want to travel, I need to use this. And so we have the passports, right? Now, do you have, that's right, Texas. Ooh, Yana, do you need to do animals need to get a passport also? Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That is interesting. So yes, exactly, the US, right? Good. So we have the passport here from the United States. Okay, very necessary. Now, what is this right here? Oh, Gigi, yours doesn't have such nice pictures. Yeah, I'm sorry, but maybe the next one, because they always have new versions. And maybe, hopefully, you can get, that's right, exactly. So you can, very good baggage. Now, we have different kinds. Some people say baggage. There's another word for baggage. Baggage or luggage. Luggage is better. Baggage is more general. It's what airports say, baggage. Baggage, it's more technical. Luggage is what you take. But they're both correct. It's just different. Now, we have two different kinds of luggage. You have the one, for example, if it's a smaller one, small suitcase that you can take with you on the plane. What do you call that one? What do you call that? Luggage, a type of luggage, type of bag. It's a handbag. It can be a handbag. The handbag is more like a purse or a small bag. This one is a backpack. It can be. So here, I'm going to write cabin. Oh, that's a good one. So not curry. Curry is what you eat. It's very delicious and very spicy. It's very spicy, but it's not curry on, but hi, Noman, welcome. It is a carry-on. The carry-on bag. Carry-on bag. Carry-on luggage. So you can check in your luggage or you can carry it on. All right, everyone, what is the C8? What does it mean, C8? A5, C8, D7. What does it mean? What is that? Fawaz, carry on. What is C8? I don't understand this. What does it mean? C8, D7, A1. Correct, it's a gate. You have different gates. So you get your boarding pass and you need to check the gate. You need to check the gate so that you know where you have to board the flight. That's right, Yana. Very good. The gate. Yes, right. Exactly. You have a gate letter and a gate number. And so the letter A, B, C, D, E, the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to definitely check that, right? It's very important because if you don't find it or if you go to the wrong gate, you will miss your flight. And I don't want you to miss your flight. So let's continue here with this one. Now, so here, let's do this one. A, B, and C. So we have 3 different kinds of seats. So we have C. What do you call this seat? Seat is where you sit. You need to go to gate D22, correct, Gigi? So we have different, right? So let's start with A. So let's put this one. Let's hide this. And you have the window seat. That's C. Then you have the middle seat, which is B. And then you have the aisle. Very good. So Yana said window seat is the C. Middle seat is B. And then A. Very good. So here's the hard part because people don't know how to say that. Aisle. Aisle. So that's English pronunciation is different. People say, why I? So I, no S, and no letter L. Aisle, not Aisle. 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 So the spelling of it could be, if the phonetic spelling is like this, So this is how you spell it. No S, it's like aisle, or like this, aisle, aisle, or aisle. No, that's how you pronounce it, aisle. So I want you guys to tell me here in the question, because this is an important question to know. Your favorite seat. When you fly, what's your favorite seat? Aisle. Good. So some people prefer aisle seats, right? If you, let's say, my friend, he loves aisle seats. He only takes aisle seats. Why? Because he likes to go to the bathroom and he doesn't like to wait to go over people. He also likes to stretch his legs. In the aisle, you can stretch your legs a little bit more. But my sister, she loves the window seats because she likes to look out. She likes to sleep on flights. On the window seat, you can rest your head on the side. So that's why she prefers the window seat. So you tell me. Now, I don't know anyone who loves the middle seat, but someone in the chat loves the middle seat. Maybe if you've got your mom and your dad and you want to feel protected, you want to feel warm, then your mom and your dad can, or maybe you like to talk to people. So you can talk to one person here and you can talk to one person here. So you're in the middle, which is very practical for you if you want to talk with someone. So Tuomo, that's right. The aisle seat, it's easy to go to the toilet. Gigi says the aisle seat because I can get up sometimes. Of course, you can get up. If it's a long flight, you want to stretch your legs. You want to get up. You want to stretch your legs. You want to walk a little bit. It's very good. Kazakhstan, Aiden from Kazakhstan, hello. That's why if it's a long flight, aisle seats are very nice. Of course, you can still get up if you have a window seat, but you have to bother people and they have to stand up. And then, so if you want to get up every hour, they have to stand up too. And it can be a little bit complicated. Okay, let's continue here. Now this one is, what do you call this here? They check you. They check like that you don't have liquids. They check that you don't have weapons. I'm doing fine, Aiden. Thank you for asking. All right. So tell me, what do you call this part of the airport? Very good, Sanya. It's a security. Security. This is the airport security. Very good, Sanya. 2 points for you. Or you could just say security, right? And their job is to keep you safe, right? So here, let's look at this one. Very good. Now the next one. What is the man doing? So do you say he is going for his flight? He is checking in for his flight. He is boarding for his flight. He is passing for his flight. What is he doing? What is he doing? So he is giving his passport. The flight assistant is checking the information in the computer. He has his carry-on bag. He's very good, everyone. Awesome. Good job. 100%. If you got 100%, then give yourself 1 point because everyone got it right. He is checking in. So now tell me in the chat, what typically happens during this process? What typically happens during this process? So use some of the words. Very good, Maria, checking in. So during check-in, what happens? Explain what happens in this process. Use some of the words from part 2. Use passport, use boarding pass, use a boarding time, use security, use carry-on bag, check-in bag, or checked luggage. What happens? So tell us, everyone, how much luggage do you have? Yeah, exactly. How many suitcases do you can also ask that. But how much luggage is good because it's uncountable noun. So what happens in this process during check-in? What happens during check-in? So, for example, what do you need to show? What does the flight assistant ask you? What do they give you? What do they tell you? So right here, right in the chat, the answer to that question. What happens during the check-in process? They confirm your flight. Very good, Yana. Oh, so Gigi says that the flight assistant says, and this is very good, Gigi. So the flight assistant, the lady that works for the airline, is a company that you use to fly. The airline, the hostess or the stewardess or the flight assistant says, "May I see your passport and your flight ticket, please?" Good. Sanya says they ask you for your passport. Yes, they say, "Hey, can I see your passport?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, sure. Here's my passport." Now, which picture do you like? Which picture do you like here? Exactly. So you show them that, okay, the ticket and their baggage or your luggage. Good. Fantastic. And what do you do after? After checking in, what do you do after? So these people in the picture, they checked in and now they are ready to do something else. What do they do after the check-in process? What do they do? Where do they go? What can you do? What can you do after this? All right, everyone. So right now, everyone, we're going to watch this video. It's going to be a great video. We're going to watch a video. Exactly, Sonia. They are ready to go to the airplane. Okay. And they board. Yes, you could say instead of they go to the board, they board the plane. But before they board the plane, they need to go to their gate, correct? They need to go to their gate. Or they can go to the waiting lounge. That's right. They can go to the waiting lounge. Awesome, everyone. Great. So now that we are here, we are going to watch the video. We're going to watch the video. And this video, I want you to pay attention. So get your pen and your piece of paper, and I want you to write down some information for me. What's the destination? Where is he going to? Right? What's the destination? Where is he traveling to? What place? Like the ticket, Istanbul was my ticket. Vienna, Istanbul, that was the destination. So what's the destination? Now, the airline assistant, the flight assistant apologizes. Said, sorry, she apologizes. Why does she apologize? What is the reason for the apology? What is the boarding time? So check this. What is the boarding time? What time does he have to board the plane? Which gate? Which gate? There's a gate number. What is the gate number? And what happens after check-in? So we're going to watch this great little movie here. Okay, everyone. So let's watch the video. Let's watch the video. It's very short. Let's do this one and then. So basically, the man was flying to Stockholm. They said, "Oh, where are you flying to?" And he says, "I'm flying to Stockholm." Okay, so that is the destination. The airline assistant apologized. The airline assistant said, "I'm sorry, the flight is delayed." So that's why she apologized. At what time does a passenger's flight board? Okay, so here you can see that the boarding time is 6:30. Which gate does a passenger's flight depart from? It departs from gate D22. And the airline assistant tells the man to board at 5:30. Hello, Aiden. All right, so first let me ask you this one. Do you have any plans to fly somewhere soon? Do you have any plans to fly somewhere soon? For the holidays, for Christmas, you can say, I have plans to fly somewhere soon, or I don't have plans, or I don't have any plans to fly somewhere soon. So maybe answer this. And if you are, where are you flying to? Where are you flying to and why? Where are you flying to and why? And if not, where would you like to fly to? So pick one place where you would like to. Ooh, so Yana is flying to Italy in March. Ooh, that's fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Shlomo, unfortunately not. You don't have any plans. I'm sorry to hear that, but where would you like to fly? Where would you like to fly to? Gigi says, no, I do not have any plans to fly anywhere over the holidays. You don't have any plans. Would you like to fly somewhere? Sarah is flying to Africa. Wow, Sarah, that's amazing. Sonia says, I don't have plans, but I would like to fly to Mexico. Mexico is a great country. I recommend that you fly there. It's an amazing place, an amazing country. I would like to fly to Canada. Canada is also a great place, but it's very cold right now. I have some friends in Canada. They're telling me it's freezing. So if you like cold weather, then fly there now. If you prefer warm weather, then wait for the summer. Tuomo would like to fly to England because my son and his family live there. Wow. England, the United Kingdom. That is a great place. All right, everyone. So if you have any questions, you can ask me here in the Q&A, question and answer section. If you don't have any questions, then of course, just keep learning English. If you want to find me on social media, this is where you can find me. This is where you can find me. I'm David Alexander Cantu. 66% of people don't have any plans. 33% have plans. So you can find me if you have any questions. My specialty is to help students learn English. Especially if you already know the basic English, I can take you to the next level where you become comfortable. You can send me messages, you can talk to me, and you can also join my Zoom calls where you get to speak to me and have a conversation with me. So find me here, find me everywhere on social media with my name, David Alexander Cantu, and then the handle is at David Alexander Cantu, all of it together. Gigi, yes, thank you. You have great holidays as well. I will be here on Thursday in the evening. Merry Christmas, Yana. Yes, Merry Christmas to you, Yana. To England, because my son and his family live there. So I hope I can see you on Thursday. I will be here on Thursday. I think tomorrow it's Mike. Wednesday it's Anna. So you can join their stream. Great people, very smart teachers, great content. But if I don't see you again, then Merry Christmas to all of you. And on Thursday, I'm going to talk about Christmas traditions all around the world. It's going to be we're going to talk about how people celebrate Christmas in different parts of the world, in Asia, in Africa, in America, South America, North America, South America, Europe. It's going to be amazing. Okay? So if you want to join that, come back on Thursday. Okay? So thank you, everyone. I don't think we have any questions. No questions yet. So thank you. Have a great day. Have a great week. I hope to see you again. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and let's continue learning English. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, Sanya. Thank you. Bye-bye, Simone. Thank you, Gigi. Hope to see you on Thursday, Gigi. Yes, Sarah. Thank you, Yana. Thank you, everyone. Great. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Talk to you soon.